but I have 2 or 3 that I'd like to add. I don't want to get into that tonight.
We have time to do that. If,
Okay.
yeah, if the board has, if you've read the questions on the survey and you have concerns or whatever, please let me know.
I just thought of some questions.
Okay.
That's what
Fine.
we're doing, G, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any further discussion on the two motions?
I just have one comment, to Robin's earlier question. The Rules Task Force, upon request, would track the survey data and put it in our database.
That's an offer.
It's an offer.
Okay. All right, I'm going to call vote on Susie's motion first, which is to approve the voting survey, to allow the committee to continue to pay for it. All in favor of that motion?
Wait. Can I ask one question? Just the way you worded that, we're approving the survey.
Yeah. Yes.
I said,
I mean-
having a survey.
I thought you said approving.
Sequentially. Let's do it, approve the survey and then address the.
Because that's not the motions that are on the table.
I understand that, but why can't we amend the motion so that we can vote on one aspect of it?
Only an original movement can amend the motion.
I would be glad to amend my motion, 2 motions, one of which to approve the survey, and a second motion that the board should fund the survey at the cost that the committee has given us out of the budget funds of Lake.
Okay. You have withdrawn your motion and introduced 2 new motions.
You got that, Ken?
Susie, would you be willing to withdraw your motion and introduce just the second half of your motion?
Which was the funding.
Funding
Which
aspect.
would be the funding aspect.
What did you want to add? Something
If
like-
they, get the,
Yeah, the date needs to be earlier.
yeah, can we, so that we can consider,
Yes, and
Yes, okay.
move the data.
All right, we have 3 motions then. Yes, Dave?
Well, then we need to discuss it a little more. Okay. Before we vote, because that date was picked after a lot of discussion. And it had to do with when the lake is being used, when the interest drops off, and all those kinds of things. And that date was picked after a lot of discussion. It has nothing to do with the budget cycle. Correct, Judy?
Correct.
I recommend the date stay where it is.
But Dave, that's what I think you all just said, an input for next year's budget. And it can't be if it's the end of August.
This has nothing to do with the budget.
I don't see anything that.
We're not
that
asking-
affects the budget, Matt.
Yes.
Unless I'm missing
Okay,
something.
I thought someone said that. I really did.
yeah, I think that was discussed earlier. I said, all right, I withdraw my,
The
I
second
will
thing is,
say that the Lake Committee knows that, this cost is not part of this budget.
Right.
And knowing that, we've come forward with the voter survey. As a committee, we've said, okay, we are willing to pay the costs for this. What we are asking is that you approve the concept of the voter survey. You may have questions regarding it, and we will certainly, if there's any concerns about questions or adding, deleting, whatever, let me know, and we can certainly discuss that. I just think it's overdue that we start surveying people of the community that use this lake, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, so.
we want to get this thing approved, but we said earlier that maybe there's some more questions that could be added. So are we going to approve it and not allow those questions, or are we going to have a little bit of faith in our lake committee to show some judgment in here? We have to bring it back to the board to approve the actual word-by-word document. That's my question.
Steve?
I thought I heard her say she wants the concept approved and they're willing to pay for it. That's what I thought I heard.
That's
We've been asking Lake Committee to do this for 2 years. I want to commend them for doing this, and I'd like one of these motions to be passed. two.
Yeah.
So I think there's trust in here.
Would-
I would insert the word concept if that helps in my first motion. We approve the concept of this with the understanding that there may be some back and forth in the questions. Absolutely. The second motion,
Yeah, the second one, they fund it the way they want.
my second motion is that we fund it from the budget.
Okay, but if there's no more discussion, let's vote on Pat's first motion first. I want to clarify what the motion is.
That we approve the concept of and support the 2008 Lake Holiday Voter Survey.
Are you moving that we approve sending out a voting survey?
Yes,
Either this one or one substantially like?
yes.
Okay. Which gives you an opportunity to ask.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. That motion in isolation, all in favor? Okay, you got your voting survey. Now,
Thank you.
Susie, your motion is that we continue to allow the Lake Committee to fund this out of their own pocket.
If they so desire.
Since-
Let them make
Well,
the
they-
choice and bring it
since
back.
they-
Well, they do.
Since
say
they
that.
so desire.
They do so design.
Okay.
All right. That motion in isolation, all in favor? Opposed? One opposed. Two opposed.
Hopefully.
All right, third motion is that we fund the voting survey out of association funds. All in favor?
No, it should be.
Opposed. All right. Two motions passed, one failed.
Did you get all that?
Not really.